Dear students, now let us continue the topic magnetic effect of electric current. In that, let us study the concept electric generator. Yes, what is electric generator? It is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So, the electric generator is a machine for producing electric current. So it converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. You can see this is a picture of electric generator. Yes, where it is used when there is no electricity supply. We are using this generator to produce electric current. So, generator is used to generate electric current, right? So electric generator can be AC current or DC current. Thus, electric generator is of two types. First type is AC generator where it generates alternating current, and second type is DC generator where it generates direct current. So whenever electric generator is mentioned, we assume it as AC generator only. You have to remember that. When generator is given means, if the word term electric generator means, we are going to assume it as alternating current generator, AC generator. Okay. So now let us study on what principle this electric generator is working. So based on the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction, the experiment studied about generate induced current, which is usually very small. So this principle is also employed to produce large current for the use in homes and industries. So here the main principle is that it works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So electric generator is a mechanical energy is used to rotate a conductor in a magnetic field to produce electric current. It works on a principle of electromagnetic induction. So when a coil is rotated in a magnetic field, so when it is perpendicular to the magnetic field, the magnetic field lines passing through the coil changes and it induces a current. Okay, so the principle behind electric generator is based on Fleming's right hand rule. The direction of the current which is induced in the electric generator is given by Fleming's right hand rule. So the main principle of electric generator is that it works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. That means when the coil is moved in presence of magnetic field, it induces an electric current. This phenomenon is called as electromagnetic induction. Okay, so this is the principle of electric generator. Next, let us study how this electric generator is constructed. So how it is constructed. You can see in the picture here, it consists of a magnet. You can see it consists of a strong magnet which is having two poles, north pole and a south pole of a magnet. In between, the coil which is called as the armature is kept. ABCD is a rectangular armature coil. This coil consists of large number of turns of insulated copper wire which is wound over a soft iron cylindrical core. Okay, so this is the armature. Slip rings. This you can see here. These are the two slip rings, full rings it is, R1 and R2, which is named it as, which is connected to two ends of the armature coil. That is, here you can see ring R1 is connected to A and ring R2 is connected to D, end D of the armature coil. Okay, as the coil rotates, slip rings also rotates along with it. So the coil is attached to the ends of the armature coil. The ring is attached to the ends of the armature coil. So along with this, as the coil rotates, the ring is also going to rotate. Okay. So next you can see here the brushes. You can see the rings are attached with the brushes B1 and B2. So these two graphite rods B1 and B2 which are kept pressed against the slip rings R1 and R2. Okay. These brushes where the current is induced in the armature coil is sent to the external circuit. So whatever current is induced, it is passed through these brushes and which is sent to the external circuit. Next, axle. So you can see the slip rings are placed on the axle where it is free to rotate from an external source. Okay, so the rings are mounted on an axle where it is easy to rotate the coil. Next, it is connected to the galvanometer. That last part, it is connected to galvanometer to measure the current. The outer end of the brushes B1 and B2 is connected to the galvanometer. So this is the construction, how the electric generator is constructed. Now let us see the working of electric generator. Suppose axle is rotated clockwise. Now the coil is rotated in clockwise direction, clockwise. Okay. So coil is also rotated clockwise. Side AB of the coil moves up. So when this coil is rotated clockwise, side AB of the coil moves up and side CD moves down. So when we apply Fleming's right hand rule on side AB, force is along upward direction, magnetic field is from towards left to right. So the magnetic field is left to right. The force is in upward direction. So current flows into the paper, that is from the current is induced along A to B by applying Fleming's right hand rule. So when you apply Fleming's right hand rule on the side AB, force is along upward direction, magnetic field is from left to right. So current flows into the paper, that is from A to B. And by applying Fleming's right hand rule on side CD, if you apply Fleming's right hand rule to the side CD, here in this force is downwards, magnetic field is left to right towards the right side. So current flows out of the paper, that is from C to D. So it is towards us, right? So it moves from C to D. Hence current flows into the brushes B2, moves along the galvanometer and finally enters B1. Hence we say that current flows from brushes B2 to B1 in the external circuit. So after half a rotation, now CD comes on left side and AB comes on right side. Now it has completed half rotation. So after completing half rotation, the sides gets interchanged. That means side CD will come here and side AB goes towards the right side. Now on left side, CD moves up. That means it is continuing to move. The coil is rotated clockwise to continue to move to complete full rotation. So now on the left side, CD moves up. So when we apply Fleming's right hand rule on the side CD, now the force is upwards and magnetic field is from left to right. So current flows into the paper, that means from D to C. So now DC is here, so current flows from D to C. And on right side, AB comes down. So applying Fleming's right hand rule on side AB, now force is along downward direction, magnetic field is left to right. So the current flows out of the paper, that is towards us from B to A. Hence, in the circuit, now from DCBA, the current moves. The current moves in the opposite direction. First half cycle it was from ABCD, the current was induced. In the second half cycle, the current is induced along DCBA. Hence, we say current flows from B1 to B2. So now the side now DC is connected to here. The current moves from B1 brushes B1 to B2 now. Okay. So because from the end A it is moving out, so the current is moving from B1 to B2, because the current in the second half cycle, the current is along DC BA. So now the current is from B1 to B2. Okay, first half cycle it was from B2 to B1, second half cycle it is from B1 to B2. Thus after every half rotation, direction of the current changes, hence it is called as alternating current. So alternating current is produced in the electric generator, AC generator. Now let us look at DC generator. So this is AC generator. You can see how the magnetic flux, how the magnetic field lines is from north to south here. You can see these are the two poles of a magnet. Here you can see the ends of the coil is connected to one R1 and R2, and there are brushes which is connected outwards. So this is the axis of rotation. So as the coil gets rotated, so these are the two slip rings. Okay, so this is AC generator. Hope you all have understood the working of AC generator. Now let us look at DC generator, where current is in one direction. So note, to convert AC generator to DC generator, we use a commutator with the split rings. Okay, so same, only the rings, here the slip rings are not used. Instead of slip rings, here we are using a split ring. So just like we do it in electric motor. So this is a electric generator which is DC generator. So DC generator, it is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, and here DC generator has a split ring commutator instead of slip rings. Here the split rings is been interchanged. Okay, so what is split ring commutator? Means it consists of two semi brass R1 and R2 rings which is attached to two ends of the armature coil, and as the armature coil rotates, the two split rings also rotate about the same axis of rotation. Okay, so along with this coil, the rings are also going to rotate along with the coil. So here brushes are fixed, brushes are not going to move, X and Y brushes are not going to move, only the ring is going to rotate. Okay, so externally it is connected to a galvanometer. Split ring commutator means it is a half rings which is attached. Now let us study about alternating current and direct current. Alternating current means a current which reverses its direction at equal intervals of time. So here alternating current reverses direction in equal interval of time, and it is denoted by AC. So where it is having positive and negative polarity is not fixed and it keeps on changing. Here you can see, here it is positive polarity, and here the current is reversed where it is negative polarity. Okay, so current reverses in every half cycle. So first half cycle, if it is clockwise, in the next half cycle the current induced is in anti-clockwise. So positive and negative polarity. Direct current, it is denoted by DC, where it is having a single flow. So current flows only in one direction. In case of direct current, polarity remains the same. Okay, so here what is the frequency of alternating current which is generated in India? So for that, first let us see revolution. So what one revolution of AC current means? So here in one revolution, direction of current changes twice. One revolution means one complete rotation of the coil. So to complete the generator, to complete one rotation, it changes its direction twice. So polarity is reversed twice in one rotation. So in India, AC reverses its direction in every 1/100 second, means 0.01 second it reverses its direction. So So 0.01 plus 0.01, that means 1 by 100 plus 1 by 100, which is equal to 1 by 50. So the total time period taken to complete full one rotation is time period, right? So the time period to complete one rotation is 1 divided by 50 seconds, which is 0.02 seconds it will take to complete full rotation. So what happens, frequency is equal to 1 by time period. So 1 divided by 1 by 50 means 0.02. 1 divided by 0.02 is equal to 50 hertz. That means in India, alternating current reverses its direction every 1 by 100 seconds and the frequency is 50 hertz. Okay, so the frequency generated in India, AC current, alternating current frequency which is generated in India, it is 50 hertz. Okay, hence we can say this AC changes direction every 1 by 100 seconds. Okay, so the frequency is 50 hertz. So in TV or radio etc., direct current is used. In this they have a device which converts alternating current into direct current. So in TV and radio there is a device which converts alternating current into direct current. So what is the advantage of alternating current? Alternating current can be transmitted over a long distance without much loss of energy. There is no loss of energy. Disadvantage is AC current cannot be stored. Okay. So what is direct current then? The current which does not reverse its direction, where its direction is along a single direction, is called as direct current. So direct current can be stored and there is a loss of energy during transmission over long distance. Okay, there is more loss of energy when during the transmission in case of direct current. So what is the source of DC? It can be stored. So it can be stored in cell, battery or a storage cell. So in a cell we get a direct current. We obtain a current, that is direct current. Okay. Now let us look at the graph of direct current and alternating current. You can see here, if we plot a graph of current versus time, so the graph obtained is a parallel line with respect to time, so there is no change in direction, so it is a parallel line. But here you can see where it changes every 0.01 second. So first 0.01 second the direction to complete one rotation. This is half cycle, and the next half cycle the current reverses. So here the current in alternating current, for one revolution the current reverses twice. So first this side means the next time it changes its direction. So for total 0.02 seconds the current direction reverses twice. Okay, so for 0.01 second it changes its direction. So this is a graph for direct current and alternating current. So what is the difference between DC and AC? First difference, it is the current of constant magnitude. Alternating current is the current of magnitude which is varying periodically with time. Direct current flows in one direction. Alternating current reverses its direction periodically while flowing in a circuit. Direct current is obtained from a cell or a battery. It is obtained from an AC generator or electric main supply. Okay, so these are the difference between AC and DC current. Now let us study the difference between alternating current generator, AC generator, and DC motor, electric motor. A generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electric energy. But in case of motor, electric energy gets converted into mechanical energy. In AC generator, it works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. DC electric motor works on the principle of force acting on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. In a generator, the coil is rotated in a magnetic field so as to produce electric current. But in case of DC motor, the current from DC source flows in a coil placed in a magnetic field, due to which the coil rotates. Here mechanical energy is obtained. AC generator makes use of two separate coaxial slip rings. So in AC generator we use a slip rings, but in case of DC motor there are two parts of slip rings which are called as split rings. Half rings are used which act as a commutator. Yes, this is the difference between alternating current generator, AC generator, and electric motor, DC motor. So I hope you have understood about electric generator. So this is the principle and working of electric generator. Thank you.